What's going on, guys? Today we're gonna be working in my 350Z again, and this time it's no maintenance. This time it's an actual mod. So if you guys don't know, this car's about 23 years old, right? That's my doggy right there. But if you guys see this interior is not the best, bro. It looks outdated, so we gotta fix it. So in this video, we got a whole new piece that's gonna change the inside by a lot. And that is this carbon wheel right here. You know what? Let me take this thing off. Let me show you guys. Hey, yo, look at, oh, tell me this thing ain't clean. And then, in case you guys don't know, in my Type R, I have a similar wheel. Let me put this. In my Type R, I got another carbon fiber wheel right here. And these things, like, trust me, like, if you guys don't have one, that is a must do for an interior. I did want to go kind of like the old JDM way on this car and do like a quick release wheel, but I do want to keep the airbag, and the only way to keep it is to get one of these wheels. Cause you never know, bro. People drive crazy nowadays. And then actually, let me show you something real quick too. So we started wrapping my brother's car. You guys can see, got the front done right here, fenders done right here, hood's done right there. This is the color. It's a pink, but it's not, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like pink, and then with light it changes to like baby blue. And then we are going to wrap the 350Z too, and then we're also going to wrap the Type R, and we're also going to wrap the GTI. So we got 3 cars in line to get wrapped. After that one's done, Type R is next. After the Type R is done, GTI is next. After the GTI is done, the 350Z is next. And then I don't know if you guys keep up with my socials, but the Type R, I'm gonna wrap it pink too, but it's gonna be a different shade of pink. Well, just by like a little bit, not by a lot, but just by a little bit. I'm just gonna get rid of these fenders right here, and I'm gonna put back the OEM ones. But I'll do that in another video because that took me forever when I did it. Hey! So we have to disconnect the battery first. All right, so we got the battery terminal loose, so this, and then put this somewhere where it's not going to like rebound and go back and touch the post, because again, you don't want that thing to turn on when the airbag's off. Put this over there, and then let's see what we need right here. That's my assistant for the day. So I already took the little cover off. So we need, I don't know what you call these, but they're like torque spits, but with like a hole in the middle. And I don't have those, but I got lucky. I found this right here. So this fits in there perfectly. So I'm gonna use this to take it off. So there's one here, and then there's another one on this side right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So a little update. Yeah, I need a better tool than this, brother. I don't have enough leverage to break that loose. So we're gonna go to AutoZone. All right, guys. So we are going to AutoZone. Let me make sure. Wait, did I bring that tool? Because I kind of need it. Oh, I didn't even bring it. Hold up. I need that tool. I need that tool so I know what I'm buying. Look at Type R. No, buzz got in the way. Guys, we are at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in there, get that socket real quick, and then we're gonna go back home, bro. We're back. So they don't sell them individually, so I got a full set. Bro, this thing was $30. That's crazy. And I know. Low-key, I could have gone to Harbor Freight, but hey, listen, it's like maybe like a 4-mile drive to Harbor Freight. But the way gas prices are right now, it's the money I'm gonna save on the tools, the money I'm gonna spend on gas. So I was like, you know what? I'm right here. It's might as well get it, because I want to get this done fast, because it's 3:29 right now, and supposedly it's gonna start raining again at 5. So I want to finish this off quick before it rains. Okay, so we got there we go. Okay, so what do we got here? We got 2 tabs we gotta take off, and then again, battery's already disconnected, so always disconnect the battery before you even touch any of this, bro. If not, you just pop it off. So we put that on the side. Okay, guys, so man, this thing was so tight in there. But get the knot out. And there we go. Okay. So let's make sure when you do this, make sure you don't move the clock spring, because if not, you're gonna put this wheel on crooked when you go back to put it on. There you go. I just wanted to get access to that connector because I couldn't. But let's see. So let's throw that. Let's throw that in there. Okay, so now we got everything off the old one. Before we put it back on the current fire one, I'm gonna clean it because it's really dusty and dirty. I'm pretty sure that hasn't been touched since it was new. It's gonna take all this grime out, and then once everything's done, then I'll put everything back together on that one. Okay, so now we got everything back together. So let's take the airbag. Let's put this back inside the car. Oh. Throw that right there. And then, bro, this door keeps closing, I swear. And then let me get this right here. Okay. Now we're just gonna put everything back together. Should be done. All right, so we got the wheel back on. Now we just gotta, let me plug this in right there. I already snuck that in. Always use a torque wrench with airbag stuff. I don't wanna nothing bad to happen if it's a case of an accident, you know? I'm gonna torque this down, and then from what I saw on Google, it should be 28 foot-pounds. There you go. Okay, plug these airbag connectors back on. So orange to orange. Okay, and yellow to yellow. Oh, I gotta hurry up, it started raining. Woohoo! Look at that shit! Bro, this thing looks sick. Alright, that's done. Oh, because it's raining. Let me get this real quick. Look at my extension. Okay. And now we're just gonna put these back on the side of the wheel so we can lock that airbag in place. Look at that wheel, bro, the difference. Bro, this thing is sick. Bro, that shit's sexy as hell, boy. There we go. That's cool. That's cool, that's cool. Bro, look how sick this wheel looks. Bro, I'm telling you, this feels way different. I feel like I can drift now. As you guys just saw, I was about to crash, bro. And listen, it's an honest mistake, bro. Listen, I forgot to turn off traction control, and I was like, wait, is this not? Oh man, now we go home. Now we're doing the drive of shame. I'm telling you, hey, listen. I'm barely learning, okay? I'm barely learning. I know how to do a donut, but like doing a donut is not the same as like taking a corner and actually drifting it. That's hard. But you know what? It's a slow process. The good thing is that we didn't crash. That's the good thing. The good thing is that we still have the car still intact. We're really close to going into that ditch, but we didn't. But listen, on the bright side, we got a carbon fiber steering wheel. Oh my god, I almost went to the ditch. Listen, but I didn't. I did that on purpose, you know. It was all for show. It was for the clip, actually. I did it for the clip. Yep. I'm gonna go with that. That's my excuse. We're back home. 350 is right there again, intact. There's no damage on it. I need some tips so I can learn how to drift. Actually, I need to find like an actual nice open area, so I can just mess around there. But there is really none around me, at least that I know of. Ah man, I can't believe I almost went into that ditch. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.